Hello, guys. One dumb boy brawl starts here now. I took him back in because I want to talk about getting back to 600 because season reset just happened 5 hours ago. 5 hours exactly. And what I did was I got a good team in. It started off shaky, where the comp was Shelly, Primo, I think it was Tara or Tara, however you want to say it. But after shut up. But afterwards, we went on to. I'm not reading up. But afterwards, we went on to go on a win streak. And as you can see, this was our last defeat. When I was 565 against Julian, Krypton, and Julio Jr. 01. See, the comp was Shelly, Primo, Rico. Now, this Rico, 9,200 trophies. He doesn't have a lot of brawlers, where he probably should have him at. He seems a lot better than he really is. And we grinded to Rico past rank 16 from rank 15, so that went well. And then Lame Jalapeno, my brother, doing great in the trophy count. For season reset, he hardly got any brawlers reset to anything lower than 1. His Jesse dropped out of 500, Rico dropped, and Bull dropped, but that was when he got hacked. And now he's gotten all these guys up. Shelly was 540 because we carried. Now, there's a little reoccurring theme here where, after this, I would continue getting star player. Let me say, Primo on this map, amazing against Frank. We went up against Pepe like twice. Right, yeah, see, here, Pepe. And up here, Pepe. He's delusional. I carried. Says that with no star players, okay? Don't talk to me like that. Now, I'm going to record the win streak, and you'll see just why I love and hate El Primo on this map. Now, first one was against Piper, Rico, Shelly. Now, little word of advice to the people watching. Don't play Piper in Brawl Ball. It's simple as that. Now, Shelly. Hardest matchup in the game. I don't like it. People thought Rosa countered Primo hard before now. Shelly still counters Primo hard. Now, Ricos have been the bane of my existence in any mode. And they will continue being that. As you can see, I was a bot there in auto-aim super and, well, just frankly use super to shoot the ball, which you don't do. It's awful. It resets your super and you don't get any of it back, which with El Primo, it's kind of major to have your super when you're playing him, because El Primo's super is a kill option for El Primo, and it's just really good. Now up here, we're in a tight situation, could score, could not, and then we killed them both, so Piper. I just walked it in. I didn't want to spin. Because we recently faced someone already, so, destroyed him when he was playing El Primo, so, I'm like, I don't want to be rude to the guy. Now, everybody on their team had super, only our Rico did, so I knew immediately, get out of there. And now we didn't have any cover, which is awful, because that's the one situation where you could consider Piper somewhat good in Brawl Ball, is when the other team does not have walls to protect them. Piper is an incredibly open map brawler. Now, both my partners died, but I respawned. So, I'm just oppressive as is. How do they get it through? And see, there I didn't want to waste super because it's Piper. Piper's incredibly squishy of a brawler. So, simple. Now, there, Rico's there. I can't really do anything, so I jumped. Hit the Rico and then died. Not really much I could have done in that situation. But I did open one of their walls, their corner walls. Now, here I didn't expect my team to score, but I at least wanted them to kill somebody, and then they finally killed the Rico. And then my boy died. So, Shelly, once again hard, and that's just what happens. Shelly just kind of kills you. So, there, we managed to block it, and, I just respawned. Shelly has super, Piper has super, I'm not really afraid of the Piper, so I'm just kind of rushing in. And so she passed it to Shelly, and the Shelly scores. Real bad situation considering there's only 16 seconds left. Now, I have super, so at that time, you want to keep super, so I didn't want to use it. You want to keep super, you want to play smart, don't want to break that wall yet, because, super shot's incredibly crucial in those moments. And as you can see, I'm already aiming it, I'm waiting. And bam. An easy score, free win, and this time, Rico got the star player. Now, someone is a really good player. I don't want you to, look down on him for playing Piper and Brawl Ball. As you can see, his Piper's decently high. Should have just played her in Bounty, though. Now, on to the next game, and we'll continue with the streak. Now, in this map, I'll show you why Primo is one of the easiest counters to Frank. Now, BB's an okay matchup for Primo, but Frank, I just love fighting Frank. Now, the BB missed that. Alrighty, Frank's right there, super. Easy. He stops to attack, so, Primo having the big old DPS that he has, just kind of takes advantage of it. Now, BB didn't get her knockback off, so I easily scored right there. And now, Frank has super, so, you would think, shouldn't you be afraid of him? And apparently I got hit there. But I have super, so I'll hit him. Frank's about to die, he's just going to continue running. Shelly died by my star power. And bam, killed. And easy victories. That's why Frank is easy. Like, that didn't take any time at all. An easy star player. But they were below in trophies. I kind of feel bad for them. But at the same time, I don't. Because I just love fighting Frank. So it's easy. So next matchup. Now, in this matchup, we're facing pros. Squashy, Pepe, and Phil. Now, Phil is the best Terra. So, to see him playing Spike was a little bit of a surprise. But Pepe playing Frank just made me know I had an easy matchup against him. So, I use super there, I get in closer. That's why Primo's super is kind of important. Now, Spike, a lot of DPS, couldn't score there. But I still lived. And, Pepe still playing Frank, so I took advantage of the situation, got the kill. And I just let myself die here. I knew I was going to die due to poisoning, so I just kind of let it happen. Now, important thing is break the walls. So, the Frank was still alive, so we couldn't really do anything about that. And Frank, he may be a good matchup, and I might talk crap on him and say, yeah, Frank sucks, which I'm not going to stop saying. I don't like Frank. Pushing him to 500 was a struggle, but that's mainly because I don't like the mechanic of he stops to attack. Now, here I couldn't get in. I didn't play it smart. I auto-aimed heavily. Now, I think that if you've watched my channel, which not many people have, rip. Now, easy kills. And so we win there. Get the point off. But we waited. But now, if you watch my channel, I love playing El Primo. He's my mascot. And, I do well with him in tournaments. Now, I jump there. And, it doesn't work. I kind of get destroyed. And our Rico whiffs his super completely and then just dies because Spike DPS. So, Shelly's the only one with a ball. And I'm saying here when I'm talking to him, to my brother, is, yeah, this is where we get destroyed. Frank still has star power activated, and, I'm like, I want to get in, but Shelly didn't super him. And then I died. And then, with all odds against us, what are you kind of going to do there? Pepe scored. So they have points, but I have super. Now, watch this. Biggest brain strategy in the game right here. Jump. Now, there I overshot it, but it distracted them and put them in a bad situation. So, as you can see, sometimes doing that, putting them in bad situations, it's just an easy way of getting free points. Primo's jump is useful, to say the least. Now, Pepe, 589 Frank, by the way. Really good. Phil, probably should have went Terra. I'll show you his Terra in just a second. So, yeah, before we start the match, Phil, 605 Terra. It's probably because he got a season reset like everybody else did, but 605 Terra already, it's still really good. Now, once again, a Frank matchup. And like I said, I love playing against Frank. I don't exactly like the Rico matchup. So Frank immediately rushes in. He's not even power 9, so, take full advantage of it. Spike had super, didn't know, so I kind of just had to pay for it. My own insolence. Now, Rico's getting bopped by Spike. Now, Frank didn't have super at the time, so, kind of confident in it. I'm like, okay, Frank doesn't have super, we should be good. I had jump, so I'll just use it. Hit, shot the Frank back, got the kill. That was good team synergy between me and Lamb Jalapeno, because Lamb Jalapeno shot the Frank back into my jump. The Colt just ran back into it. So, they all have super. Colt completely whiffs, but, still puts that fear factor on you. Frank's over there trying to super a Rico for some reason, All's good. Spike is super again, so I kind of just had to move out of there. I didn't want to get hit by it, because it's Spike super, and it's really good. So, Frank doesn't have super. I'm kind of confident in just running up and punching him in the face. Now, of course, he got the ball out of there, surprisingly. So, let's just kill the Colt. Now, I somehow still lived this. So, I'm playing it smart, and he tries to trick shot it, but it hardly misses. And Frank auto-aims a super onto me, so we win. Now, I do feel bad. Really bad. This Frank under-trophied as heck. D. Carmen, what are you doing? This matchup was my least confident matchup. They're all horrible matchups for El Primo. Spike with his long range and shooting behind the walls, which is one of Primo's best ways to be. Shelly, who's just good up close. And then Rico, who's the bane of my existence. Because it's Rico. Now, they destroyed walls, and I'm like, well, they've scored already. Shelly stopped it, just on time. Went after the Spike. Killed him. He probably had to super there, because her reload is pretty slow. And, you know, unlike Bull, she doesn't have, like, a reload star power. Now there, super, killed her. My worst matchup. Rico has super, uses it. Our Rico lives and gets the kill. But there's still Spike left. So we didn't expect to score there. And what a shocker, we didn't. Now Spike's alone. I don't know why I supered there, but I did. And then Shelly died. And so, you know, we're thinking easy. And he scored. So, in a matchup where every single brawler here is strong against my brawler, we're doing good. I get hit once, so he knows my position. That I hate. And, you know, it's Rico. He has super. Now, Shelly's in the middle. Like, that's the thing. Our Shelly's in the middle. And so, you know, wide open to attack when she's more of a closed range brawler. Now, look at that. Like, I was in his face and somehow didn't get the kill or hit him once, so, you know. But at this point, I almost have my super charged because being halfway close to your super is almost for El Primo. Rico does have super, though, so I'm staying back. I'm playing it kind of careful. I don't want to be overly aggressive. I want to play it smarter. But, of course, with Rico, he has super. I knew I had to get it out of it because, I mean, like, it's Rico with super. Now, our Shelly kills theirs. Our Rico dies. And theirs has super, so I try and bait it out of him. Now, I use mine there, but Spike. I also ran into a shot, so it was well played on him to predict me. Like, I'm not typically, like, Assault Brawl Stars player unless the teammates you have are really bad or something really dumb happens. There, the Spike just predicted me. Now, we're all kind of low here because half HP could be low for any brawler. So I'm going to count it as decently low. And, you know, 15 seconds left, so I'm not confident. I want to spend my last seconds of close range smart, but I can't get in with the little HP I had because El Primo's super here is really just to get the ball in. So, you know, Shelly passes up to me, I have super, I kill him, and I don't want to take the chance, so I shoot it. Because Dab on them had the super, so I had to play it smart. Now we're at 585 now. We're 3 wins away. Let's see what happens. In this matchup, I have 2 good matchups and a bad matchup. I say Bull's a good matchup because, I mean, El Primo can do the runaway strat on him, so if you just hold your ground and run back while shooting, the Bull's going to deal minimal damage. So, although most people think, oh, it's a Bull matchup because Bull does a lot of damage. Nope, if you're playing it smart enough, you're going to be able to kill him. Now, they all shifted lanes. Rico went to the left lane, Poco and Bull went to the right lane. Now, I knew that my better shot was over here with the Poco, but I also didn't want him to stay too aggro because they still had Rico. And there I just got bodied. I just got bopped. Now, I lived this situation. And so did our Rico. And then just Bull. 400 HP, you know. He can't do anything. We still have our Rico alive. Our Shelly's respawning. Things are good. She's spinning. And then Rico just does Rico things. And I'm chasing after the Bull. I'm right in front of him. So take full advantage of the situation. Get another super. Chain him. Get another super because that's just what happens. And get killed by Bull. So here I'm pretty confident that we can do something out of this. But I also knew that it was going to be hard. And then our Rico just tried to run it in. Our Shelly's, you know, got to deal with Rico super, and I'm like, yeah, I can get into this bush, hopefully, and hopefully I won't get caught in the crossfire. Now, I know there's a Bull there, I got to take advantage of it, and, you know, not feed Rico's super, because Rico's just a menace. He misses his bounces, I get close, but I can't get close enough, and then there's Bulls, so I've got to deal with it. Bull goes AFK, Poco wastes his super on the Bull, who didn't take any damage, and I can't really do anything. Rico goes after the Shelly, Shelly tries to pass to me, but I didn't have HP, and I didn't heal by then, so, you know. Things weren't looking great. Now, the Bull rushed in. Don't know why, but it somehow worked. Shelly doesn't have super. Primo doesn't have super. Shelly finally has super. And the Rico used it when the Shelly was invincible, so things were good. Now, Poco was the one trying to run it in, used super. I didn't want to super him. I paid the price. And our Rico got the kill. So, you know, their Rico could have killed ours probably. That's what I made a joke of. I'm like, their Rico could probably shoot us. Now, I knew the Rico was there, but I kind of ignored him, and he fed his super off me with his super. Got big value, and our Rico died. But I realized, double super. So I took full advantage of it, supered again, and almost supered again. I had super, like, almost fully charged after that. So, yeah, I just respawned. Our Shelly's in the midst of a bowl. And now, we're in open field against 2 open field brawlers, so, you know, we have to take full advantage of it. So I run up on the Rico, hit the bull, super the bull, shoot the bull again, get shot, die, and our Rico's low on HP, and I'm like, wait, did our Rico die? Because I'm a little worried about them getting in. And so, supers, hits almost nobody, hits their Rico once. Their Rico has super, so I'm worried about it, and I dodge it. Now, the bull's very scary. Now, we super him, and I try to super shot it away. It doesn't show that I did, but I aimed it, trust me. Now, their bull's almost dead. Our Shelly's almost dead. Their bulls lived perfectly fine. Now, they're both low HP, and I just respawned. I do have super, so I'm still a crucial part of this team. But our Shelly puts it in. Very well played on Lame Jalapeno, honestly. Good job by Coltsama, Steven, and Sleepin'. They fought hard and almost won. I love the bull skin. It's blue. What else do I gotta say? Now we're 2 wins away, and Squashy switched from Crow to El Primo. But we still had Pepe as the Frank. And Phil changed from Spike to Rico, so, you know, I'm just going to be overly aggressive here. Try and get some kills, die. Now, Squashy over here, going incredibly ham. But Shelly against Frank, it's almost a no-brainer there. Rico has a super, but, you know, I'm confident I can hold him back. So I play it smart. I checked for the El Primo because I didn't know he was so far from respawning. And, you know, Primo got super, so I died. Now, Shelly has super, which means she's incredibly much of a menace to these two. She counters Frank and Primo. More so Frank because he stops to attack. And she knew, well, he knew he didn't need to. I hit the Primo. He just kind of gets bum rushed by 3 supers. And I still get the kill there. Now, all that's left is the Frank. Frank is super. I'm not confident in, like, you know, scoring here, so I went on to attack him. Got my super and got hit, so I just supered him. Got the free kill there. Ran away from the Primo because he had super. Supered him, got the kill there, and I knew to stay away and try and live. And luckily, the Rico bounced missed me. Now, Shelly kind of got destroyed there. I knew to stay away from the Frank, and I knew the Primo was going to jump on me, so I kind of just wanted to auto-aim. It worked enough to get me, like, a few good hits and probably close to my super, if not my super. Okay, so it got me my super there. Now, they didn't have their stuns, so I wasn't confident in living this until I saw that, so I shot it away. Super shot it, and took advantage of their Primo's runaway strat. But they still managed to get the points in the long run. So scary composition right here. Like, just having Rico Primo is decently scary. It all comes down to Frank or Shelly. I would prefer to have the Shelly on the team. So I'm just bum rushing to Frank. They destroy the Rico and the Primo, and I realize, easy. And so I just rush in, get the ball, and score. That's why I love fighting Frank. Frank is a good matchup for Primo, even though some people don't see that. Now, Primo is super, Frank doesn't, because he wasted it. Now, Shelly destroys him. And so I realize this is my chance to go in. It's a Frank. What do I have to be afraid of? Run in, super him, and easy claps. As you can see, I have to BM spin. So, Pepe legitimately 1 trophy away from getting his Frank to 600. Now, that's what I mean by I love the Frank Primo matchup. It's just really good for Primo. People don't see it enough. Squashy, decent El Primo player, not gonna lie. But, I mean, you really just need to know how to hit sticks, honestly. Now, I know earlier in the video I said, like, you know, let's see what happens, but let's be honest here, last game. Power 10 BB. I'm not afraid of BB in the matchup, because, I mean, it's BB. Super the Shelly, kill the Shelly, and I knew there was a Rico there. I knew there was nothing I could do. But getting 2 kills early on is good. Shelly did not get her super. I regret to say that. But, you know, BB just has super, so she wastes it. You know, like the smart BB player she is, she wastes it. Now, of course, our Rico's going to die there to the Shelly. BB does not have knockback because she threw the ball, and knockback still does take a little bit to charge. There, Shelly supers me. Our Shelly dies. Saved me, though, so I'm okay. I'm, like, the biggest threat of the team because I have the most HP and deal really good damage. Like, Primo has a really high DPS and a super. Now, Shelly wasn't going to die to my star... Well, she was going to die to my star power because it looked like I still had flames on her. Now, my whole team died. But I'm completely confident I'm going to be able to block off Rico BB. Misses her swing. It's still Rico. He's still squashy. I just take full advantage of it. I know there's a Shelly in the bush, so I take my time. I know the Rico should check it, but he didn't. Now I jump. I thought the Shelly would waste her super, but she didn't. Now BB. Not scary. Really not a scary matchup for Primo until the Rico gets in the midst. So I stay behind the wall. I take my time. I know Rico's got to bounce, so I stay still. Well, I don't stay still. I keep moving. And I knew here was probably where I was going to die, but I still ran back, passed the ball up, get a bit of it gone. Now, our Rico doesn't die because I protect him. There, Rico does. Our Shelly continues to shoot at the other Shelly, gets the kill, and I didn't expect much, but I didn't grab the ball. But there, I grabbed it, died, and it went in. So we're in a lead. I feel confident. BB's still going on my side. And, I super. Misses her swing. Shelly's still in a bush. I know that. I'm going to die here because it's Shelly Rico. But, our Shelly super shot it out of the way. And still lived. Now, she still lived there. I expected her to die. Still lived. Now, Technos doing really well. Dies because it's Rico. Now, I know we don't have a lot of time left. But the BB wastes that. So I'm like, yes, let's go in. And so, I just shoot it away. I don't need a super. And there's where I'll use it. And I died because BB hit me with her bubblegum. Now, I know our Rico just has to defend. We only have 15 seconds left. I'm confident that we can win this. Especially considering it's Rico Shelly. Now, our Shelly catches it after our Rico gets the kill. And I'm just kind of, thinking, yeah, kill there. Get the kill. BB on the other side of the map. Get the kill there. And, don't get the kill. So we just spawn. And that's how Primo gets 600 again. Star player almost all the way. Daru Flame, 1 win away. Feels bad. Thank you, Lame Jalapeno and Technos. Especially you, Technos. Especially since you're Power 9 only. We got 2 maxes. 300 trophies. And, we're facing all these good players. Typically, like the pros. This is why I love playing El Primo. I'm never going to stop it. But new brawler tick, by the way. Gotta love him. Thank you guys for watching. 600 Primo once again. I will strive to continue doing this almost every season. Primo's typically suffering in the meta, as according to other people. They think he's the worst of the heavies. In my opinion, that's Frank. If Shelly's not counted as a heavy, that's Frank, because it's Frank. Primo counters Frank, Bull can counter Frank, Shelly counters Frank, Rosa can counter Frank. Less so than others, but still. And BB, of course, counters Frank, so Primo not the worst heavy. Don't listen to the lies that people tell you. And he's moving up in the meta. They nerfed Siege to where, it has less HP, more damage, does better. Primo has a lot of damage. Primo's not the worst anymore. Thank you for watching. Thank you. I'll see you later.